Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Today's game continues this Brooklyn Nets homestand. And this matchup with the Knicks, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season. They were able to sweep the season series last year, completely controlling the play in each game.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I like what you said there. I mean, both teams are in the upper echelon of the conference, but they really dominated that matchup. We'll see if that continues to be the case tonight.
Now, here's Burks. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. For three, Fournier. The rebound by KD.
And growing up just outside of Paris, Evan Fournier got hooked on the NBA back in 2002, watching that classic Kings-Lakers conference finals series.
And Greg, we hear that story from other international players as well. I mean, guys like Evan who grew up in Europe watching NBA basketball. You got to give Adam Silver, and even before him, David Stern, the prior commissioner, a lot of credit for growing the league internationally.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, with LaMarcus Aldridge, the first challenge is always jump shooting. Coach said he can handle like a guard to create space, and then the high release point makes the shot impossible to contest. He needs some luck to slow him down tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Randall with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Randall is doubled. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
4 on the shot clock. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Randall's running, and it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Now, here's Burks. Pass to Fournier. Three-pointer, Randall. No good, shot missing. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. There's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Durant's got 5 minutes.
Oh, great ball movement there.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Randall with the bucket.
Power and mobility of Randall. That combination makes it really hard to cover him on the pick and roll.
Pass to Aldridge. Shoots from the elbow. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That three off the mark. Nets leading by 5. Back to KD. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Outside Fournier. Back to Randall. And Durant sends it back.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Robinson with the block. And he recovers it. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason. locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Here's Rose. Here's Grimes. And the Knicks miss again.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And here's Rose after the three-pointer from Katie. And there it is for him.
Boy, this is peak Rose at his best. An attacking, slashing guard who breaks down the defense easily.
Harris outside. And here's Mills. Back to Millsap. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Claxton with the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Quickly. No points in the game yet for him. Now, here's Toppin. Over Millsap. That misses off the backboard. And here are the Nets. They're on a 17-5 run here. Pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Mills. Over Rose. Mills can't hit. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total.
Get loud for yours, Brooklyn Nets. All right.
Through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
Back to Rose. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Quickly. New York needs to get off a shot. Knocked away.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The kick out to Irving. To the paint. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his second personal.
How about that for the old up fake? Aldridge knows exactly how to get a defender off his feet.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Knicks trailed by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And, yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
New York, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The kick out to Irving. Here he goes. It's stolen by Rose. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Substitution.
Brooklyn leading by 14. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. Barrett with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Randall no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
In the corner, Irving with it. Here's Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first foul.
That's on Evan Fournier.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And out the line.
Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
New York moving it around.
Last 2 minutes to play.
It's up a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. Harden outside. They could use a bucket. Aldridge up on top. Over Robinson. Aldridge, no luck. Knicks trail by 8. So here's Burks. Robinson left side. Back to Burks. Takes a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Pass to Aldridge. Stolen by Robinson. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Barrett wide open. He fires. And the Knicks hit again from deep. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New York.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Down low. Randall left side. And he hits it to tie the game up. Randall's got his third basket of the night.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Mills can't hit. Now Barrett. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll be back right after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half court. You've got to do it as a unit.
And the basket is good.
Boy, Aldridge has a really nice knack and rhythm with the catch and shoot opportunities.
Rose looking around. Toppin puts the move on. And Durant sends it back. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And he recovers it. Over to the wing. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Harden putting constant pressure on the defense, finishing down low.
Clark as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Quickly with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Back to Harden. Outside Millsap. Clock at 6. Launches it. It's rebounded by New York.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Grimes. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. From deep. That shot misses. The Knicks go the other way with it.
And your Brooklyn Nets.
Both teams making some changes here.
With the Brooklyn Nets dead team. Make some noise, fans.
Knicks trail by 4. Quickly with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And that one's good quickly.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
With the step back. Irving for 3. KD looking around. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Noel for the tie. And that's 2 points on the layup. Noel's got the game tied up here for New York.
Most of Noel's points come on the interior. Really uses his size effectively down there.
Pass to Millsap. Over to the left wing. And here's KD for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Millsap. Noel knocks it away.
And the shot blocking skills of Noel are a staple of his game, really one of the foundational pieces. He really takes a lot of pride in what he does on defense.
For the lead. Al Fournier, 5 on the clock. Here's Grimes. Count it, good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. There's 1:26 left to play in the third. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now the Knicks with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And here's Barrett. 9 points in the game so far. Driving the lane, and it's blocked. Toppin with it. Picked up by Harris. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Nets trailed by 4. Mills looking it over. They set the pick to the inside. Claxton. Stolen by Robinson. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. New York, no good that time either. .32 seconds left to play here in the third. Back to Ennis. Pass to Mills. Five to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to Burks. The 3. Good on the triple. Burks has got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
And so it's the New York Knicks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing.
Come on, fans.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us.
Give it everything we got.
So here's Burks. Outside Fournier. Randall right side. And it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 7. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. It's Barrett on the wing. Inside. Mills with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The kick out to Aldridge. It's rebounded by New York.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Randall left side. And the layup is good.
Julius Randle.
And the Knicks lead by 9.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Irving for three. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Burks. Back to Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Aldridge. A finish. And then Durant with the dunk.
You know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
Here's Randall. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat.
Shot's good by Mills.
And there's one of the sharpest weapons in Mills' arsenal, specifically because of how fast his release is.
And a new group in for the Knicks. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thanks, David. Durant, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And the Knicks with possession here. To the middle. New York moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the three.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. The shot's good from Quickly. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New York.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Durant inside. Pass to Harden. Back to Irving. Now here's Harden. Here's Aldridge. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammate shots. Does a really good job setting up a shooter.
And it's quickly missing. Nets trailed by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, the confidence of Harden, I love it. When it comes to dribbling the ball, he feels like he can go by anybody at any time.
Here's Quickly. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Durant in the corner. And stolen by Noel. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. It's Durant on the wing. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. Here's Randall. Bucket is good. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
The three from KD. No good on the shot. Now the Knicks take it the other way. 50 seconds left in the fourth. The kick out to Rose. 4 on the clock. And Durant with the block.
24-second shot clock violation. basketball.
And here's Brooklyn. 7-point differential. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. And Randall has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Pass to Rose. Outside for Randall. Randall can't get that one to fall. It's good.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
And the miss. And so it's the Knicks with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd.
With it. 227. Let's get it. I'm making short-term goals, make the turn pros. Thought it was a diamond in the rough, just a lump of coal. Little Joseph, he up the nose for his roll and them buffaloes. Custos, running through them, how you loving nose. Never told none of my bros, I be on the road, ducking patrol, coming through the toes, trying to keep it low. But Lord knows I need to shoot through the O. On 75, set the cruise control, it's too slow. Give it to Taj, he gon' it ain't what you know, it's who you know. Cause every time it touch, it put me right back in the Super Bowl. Though this ain't quality, that was on my mama's stove with a I hit it with them ice chips and ramen noodle bowls.
The last time must come. Yeah, it's original.
Silly cause I'm faded for free. Hey yo, BBS is super froze. Coop ain't got no roof for those. My uncle and his partner, he got and lately I've been curving, but I get stupid chose. About to drop 1,000 in my them foreign cars, I'm bored with them. About to toss that Lord and them. The whip, I need a space coupe and Doc dropping that DeLorean. Michael J. Fox jumping out, Michael J. Hop. Rapper can't drop, road legs say I'm on my 8 watch. Wait, stop, 7-figure, still at the stove. On my these dominoes and my Houston getting papados. My Dominicano about to long just souls over the drove. Hit the county, I was in the hole with some black stones, solid foes. I'm checked in, blessed in. Big Bunny, Rabbit Don Dottie. I remember when I seen a rapper do a spot for 1-800 Crime Stoppers. I remember being on the run. Up in the Ramada, crime lord on vice.
Since the 4th grade, football t-shirt with the rope chain. My granny was singing in church. My grandpa was deep in the. Mama worked like 5 jobs. My uncle was getting the.
confession, you know I got tape. See that you mad from the look in your face. You know me, they know I don't play. Look up to me like I'm a saint. I'm a superhero without a cape. Tryna make it and just go out of state. In the studio, just cooking up beat. My word is to fire your ass. Be told this is monster ugly, cause they need some dance. This rule only good to my household. Gotta treat these women on man.
and my A's.
Oh. It's a gnat in here. Get out of here, gnat. Got something to tell me, gnat?
You feel I'm up. If you can't hold me down, then you don't get the turn. Yeah, famous last words, nothing sacred no more. Either take what you want or you make what you earn. If I do, I promise I'll pray for you fresh like ooh. If you love me, grease my scalp with this like ooh, yeah. What's the worst thing that can happen? Use the answer to relax.
Want the life. Lately I've been cut the cord